getting started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bobcats offense will come out first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really... Maybe some room here. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Atkins.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Atkins. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far.
Touchdown, Texas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Washington State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost Off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Right back to the well. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Atkins. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. Shakes a man, and he might take off. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Bobcats are flying down the field. Looking for space. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On target. Brings into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got a little space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets the give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. He makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. My defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
Back to throw, it's Duggar. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the back.
Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he kicks it all the way down to the 10. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. This time he wants to throw. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bobcats. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
He'll pull it down. Avoids the punishment with the slide and a good gain on that run. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Duggar. He's got him. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw again. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run inside. It's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Quarterback making adjustments. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Bobcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Woods. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Touchdown, Texas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Got it. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Washington State has it all working right now. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. He goes right back to the air. That's caught. It's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Browning. On his feet at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the Bobcats looking to convert on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously,
makes the grab in their space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to the run. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Duggar. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And down he goes. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air, it's Duggar. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's on target and complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Washington State sends out the punt unit. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
The Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As we start the 2nd half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Washington State's head coach told me at halftime, he said he's been talking to his team about ball security. Too many turnovers in the first half. Starting this 2nd half on offense, he said, if we take care of the ball, we'll be just fine. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Catch in the middle. It's Beverly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going back to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Washington State lines up quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Under fire. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Browning. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Fires to the middle. Finds his man, it's Beverly. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Caught in the backfield, it's Beverly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Fakes the grab on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bobcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Browning. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Browning. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Browning. There's a crease. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete.
Looking for a big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Shakes off the defender. Caught, and he's got room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington State. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
You know, there's some plays where you just have to have it if you're going to have a chance to win a game, and that was one right there for the offense, David. Fourth down, and they come up with a massive touchdown, a big-time play to cut into this lead. There's still time left on the clock, but they have a lot of momentum on their side right now.
And how deflating is that for this defense, man? You got them in fourth down. You got the lead. You've got it everything right where you want it. You could almost end the football game, and you give up the big play and momentum back to the other side. That's a terrible play for this defense.
Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cotton. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Browning. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. There's some room. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands. It's Evans. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hand off from the shotgun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts when you're trailing late in the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Under fire. And they got it.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. In receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Duggar. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to run for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Setting up the screen. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Headed to the end zone. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He stopped again, and they tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to power their way ahead. He stopped, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.